Today's Saturday, November 30th, 2024. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I haven't been uploading any videos. My last video was 6 months ago. I actually made a video in April, but I just never uploaded that one. But after I upload this, I think I'll upload that as well. And yeah, I'm still the same, exactly the same. Nothing has changed. I'm rocking exactly the same as, well, it's actually been 3 years since this all happened. After October, that made it 3 years, over 3 years now. I have this rocking, and some people said, oh, it might go away just 1 year, or it'll get better, but 3 years now, it hasn't gotten better. It's the symptoms are exactly the same. It's rocking the same way. The only difference is that I'm able to adapt. I'm able to tolerate this discomfort better. That's the only thing that's better in a way, but symptoms wise, it's not any better. It's the rocking is not comfortable, especially when I have to go to sleep. Like, sleeping is always the most difficult, I would say, because you just have to lay there with no distraction. So it literally feels like there's a strong wind, like a really strong wind, and you're trying to hold on. Like, gravity is pushing you. So it's just like, it's very uncomfortable trying to sleep laying down. But there's nothing you can do. So sometimes I would try to roll around to trick my mind to think that I'm still like on a solid bed. Like, I'm not like in an ocean, like moving around. So yeah, sleeping is, it doesn't get 3 years. It's been 3 years, and it hasn't gotten easier. But I'm just, if you're forced to live on the ocean, in the sea, you don't have a choice. So eventually, I think humans are able to just adapt eventually. Like, no matter how seasick you may be initially, and you don't want to live in the ocean, but you don't have a choice. Like, what can you do? Like, there's just no cure for this. I mean, there's no, yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of time thing with this. It's not like just wait and hope it just one day you wake up and it goes away. It hasn't changed at all. It's the same. So I was, in my last video, I mentioned I started taking gabapentin, 100 milligrams, and Nortriptyline, 10 milligrams, and my ENT wanted me to take both at the same time. So I was taking that for about a week and a half, but I didn't like how, I think it might have been the side effect or something, but my stomach, my stomach felt odd, like, especially I was taking it at night. So yeah, I just stopped taking it. Plus, after a week, I didn't feel any difference. So I kind of gave up on those medication. I know I've heard people mention Nortriptyline, but that, you know, I always kind of get like have high hopes for some people on the internet say, oh, like this works for them or that. So, I was hoping it might help, but every time, I try a new medication, medications don't help with this. I mean, yeah, so I was supposed to follow up with the ENT surgeon and neurologist, but I couldn't because ended up I actually ended up getting a part-time job. Like I actually haven't been working for like a real company for a long time since this happened, since this whole incident happened. I haven't been like, like I didn't have like a real job to work for a company. So, but I was able to finally get a job, which is something positive, and despite this condition. And I'm not gonna tell my boss or coworkers like, oh, you know what, I have this rare condition, like I have, I don't know, I'm not gonna mention MdDs or even mention this, because I know they're just gonna be like, what are you talking about? Like they're just, they're not gonna understand. I know no one's gonna understand, so I'm not gonna mention this to anyone, any of my coworkers or my boss, because what are they gonna do? It's like, it's not like they're gonna accommodate me, like make my job easier. I don't want it's not like, yeah, it's not something people can understand, so I'm not gonna bring that up at all. And pretty much I don't mention that to most people. Like I don't mention that to anyone. The only place I could talk about this is here, like people who can relate, like who knows, who who yeah, who does understand. And like this is the only platform where I am able to share how I really feel about this, living with this. Because yeah, I just gave up on talking to people, like even my own family. They they don't even think that I'm pretty sure they don't even think I have this, because I just act normal. But you know I what is there to do? I'm not gonna like cry, run around and cry. Like that's not gonna do anything, and it'll just make me look even crazier if I do that. Even though this is not a good condition to live with at all. It's a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, it's ironically, I mean, the job is some is not something where I sit like in a desk. So I actually have to stand and walk a lot. So it's somewhat good for me, because I rather be moving. I mean, it's not easier back then when I was normal to walk, because I still have to. I mean, it's more effort to keep balance, but it's it's for sure, it's better distraction. Moving is better than being still, where you full on feel the rocking. So yeah, so far, yeah, I like my new job. I think timing is everything. I was lucky to even get it. But yeah, I was running out of money, so I really needed that. And yeah, yeah, I mean that's the only positive thing. So I still need to follow up with my doctors. I mean, yeah, but it's harder to schedule now because of the job. But and plus, I don't feel they could really help anymore. But also, my left ear, I feel there's more pressure now. Like there's the pressure and my hearing on my left ear hearing is for sure less than my right. Like it feels like it's like stuffed, but it's not. I know it's not earwax. It's not that. I went to my primary doctor and they checked it out and they weren't really helpful. Like it was like, oh no, I don't see anything, and you know you should just take antihistamine. They'll probably solve it or something, and it's just, I mean, not much they can do. But it's been like a month where my ear just feels like stuffed. Like I feel like the inner ear is like inflamed or something, like bacteria or I don't know, but it's not like it used to be. Like I have less hearing in my left ear, so I really need to get that checked out. But you know, even when I did that VNG report, like it said my left ear had less hearing. So I don't know, something's going on with my left ear. But I don't think that's related to this rocking movement because yeah, I don't know. I mean, when this all happened, I had a cyst in my right ear, but that's I know they say like it has balance has a lot to do with the ear, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like every time I see the ENT or they just look in my ear with, and then that's it. They just say, oh, it looks normal, and they don't really do anything. So I wish there would be some ENT who would be like, oh, let's do an MRI or I don't know, do something further test, but they just look inside and they're like, oh yeah, it's normal, whatever, and move on. But yeah, what else? I I I stopped going to acupuncture. I've been going to acupuncture, but yeah, that doesn't help with this. Um, yeah, pretty much that's it. I mean, I'm rocking. It's nothing much I can do. I kind of accepted this. I'm not hopeful at all that it'll go away. I mean, I basically living. I've accepted this as my new life. Like it's depressing, but there's not much I can do. So yeah, I mean, it's not easier. I mean, but I think mentally keeping your mental health is really crucial to live with this. So anyone else miserable, feeling the same misery, you gotta find positive things to look forward to, because yeah, we live with this hell every day, 24/7, and what makes it worse is society doesn't accept or know about this, so it just makes it even harder. But yeah, um, I'll try to make a video. Hopefully my next video isn't another 6 months, but I appreciate people who is still concerned and watching my videos.